Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. We are live on Talkology, I hope. I'm just getting Robert to check that we're live and everything. Um yeah, hopefully everything is going well. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, yeah. Gonna call Robert and we're gonna play a game of chess together. Um okay, so I'm gonna call Robert now. Oh, hello, 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 hello. Oh, the silly guy's not picking up. To be fair, my internet has not been great lately, so that may be the problem. Oh, okay, okay, okay. So yeah, so Robert's he's gonna be a bit busy. Um, so we're just gonna start the stream without him, which is no problem. And then maybe later on, if he comes back, then we'll take a look at playing the game with Robert. But it's no problem. It's no problem because we are officially live. Brilliant news. The first time that I, Sam Chaney, have ever been live alone playing chess on Talkology. This is scary. Um, I have people watching me. This is anyway. I'm just yapping. Really, is what I'm doing. So I'm gonna switch scene to chess.com, and we're gonna play. Let's just play a game. Um, as you can see, my name is Checkmate Chicanery, which you might notice is different from last streams, just because I've started a new account, um, just for the purpose of the channel and everything. I deleted the old account for any of you who might be concerned that I'm cheating chess.com. I don't know, you probably don't get. Um, anyway, yeah, let's go straight into a game. I've covered up the usernames of my opponents, so just for their privacy. Uh, and I've now realized that it shows their username anyway. So not much I can do about that. I made a valiant effort. I've been looking recently at a lot of different kind of openings. I learned this one called the Catalan, which is like, I'll play it next game maybe. But the idea is that you put this bishop here, and you target this rook. I can finally draw arrows now. I've never been able to do that, because I haven't been. I'm streaming from a Steam Deck, by the way. Which is why I'm suddenly able to stream, whereas I wasn't before. Because I figured out how to operate that. Oh, we can't do that because that's blocked off. Right, let's do some of that. Then if they take oh, right. I don't know, there's a lot of stuff going on. Let's just let everything unfold. Let the chaos die down. Hopefully at the end we can put the rook on the B file. Do some trades and simplify things. Because I have no idea what's going on here. What if we... Yeah, I'm just going to take the bishop, because then we can target this weak pawn here. And then if this knight moves... If the knight moves there, that's quite concerning, actually. Oh my god. Right, so we've blundered a fork. Alright. It happens, there's not much... Oh, I should have just taken. I should have just taken. That was on the board. Never mind. Never mind, we move. We move. This knight is now horribly dangerous. This is what you get. This is what happens when you watch a 650 rated chess player. It's not great. The chess is not great, but we're working on it. We're working on it. Someday it's going to be much better. Maybe we can take on this pawn. Yeah, I can lift that up and kind of target this knight. Because then I can start to look at getting a bit of an attack, getting some control in the king's area, because their pieces are all kind of on their side of the board. But we've got some pieces closer up in their space. You know, maybe they're starting to feel a little bit uncomfortable. I don't know, they're probably not. The truth is, this is just I've got myself into a lot of trouble here. Just by blundering that queen fork. We're gonna do this. Connect the rooks, kind of, because then if I take the knight, obviously the queen can't take back. How's this looking? Well, we could go for a trade there, but I don't really want to trade because of down material. I've messed it up. We can do that, I guess. Kind of. Oh dear. Yeah, we might be cooked. Is this resignable? Yeah, this is resignable. We'll just I won't waste your time on that game anymore. We'll continue with it. Oh, I just got a little achievement for playing a way that I've never played before. We're gonna try a little opening called the Catalan. I don't know how well it works with the black pieces. I don't think it works so well. But basically you go for this, for like a queen's gambit. Push this pawn and then bring out the knight. Your queen's kind of looking, or your bishop's kind of looking over here if you bring it out, and then there's loads of stuff going on. I don't know. I can't explain it as well as, you know, maybe Gotham Chess can, but this is scary because I've seen online that this is some kind of trap. That pawn like taking two other pawns, but so far I haven't seen it. I haven't seen the trap be used against me, so I don't think there's anything to be worried about too much. Yeah. we'll just being castle the bishop and then castle. Hopefully that works out alright. I hope we don't... Yeah, we have knight there. Because then they take there, they have a bit of a fork going on. How do I stop this? Oh, that's really awkward. Is there another way? Yes, I can do that. Because now the bishop can't protect this square. And if the knight comes down, we could just take for free. It's the free knight. I hope my explanations are doing well. This is the first time I've done this kind of thing live and explained it and everything. We'll go for this and then castle as we wanted to. I love the arrows, by the way. I started playing out on chess.com on my phone, so I didn't have the arrows, so now I'm like obsessed with the arrows and it's funny. We're gonna do this pawn push because this threatens the bishop. But what I wasn't paying attention to is that knight can take as well. So we're just losing a pawn with that. But hopefully we can take some kind of pressure off because this bishop is staring right where we want to put our king. So hopefully that does something. Oh. Yeah, the knight can't take her. Let's kick this knight out. And castle. There we go, because now we're kind of worried about these pieces here. But they can't actually do much. They take on here, we just take back. The knight's looking at, you know, some not great spaces. Not very good squares. We can take back with the knight here, and here we've got other ways to take back. Yeah, so that's good. We will just wait for the move and hopefully they do something stupid. Is that something stupid? No, it's not, right. So I was thinking about just taking with the knight. We can't do that because then they would get the queen. Let's say queen takes here. They take on this. Take on this. Oh, queen can't even take there. I see. That's what I get for putting it in a pin. We're going to do this. Because then this happens, we can take back. This happens. Then we can go for this trade and our queen is now not on this square, so the bishop can't just take. Oh, that's good. I'm glad I found that. I didn't just lose my queen again, like I did last game. I think after, what we might go for is, because there are so many pawns here, there's like no chance of getting this rook. So we're going to take with the bishop, they take back, we'll just win a pawn. And then our queen's there, protecting the knight. I mean, then there can be some kind of pin to the knight, but yeah, it's not really something to worry about now, and it's not a big threat unless they castle and move their rook. So who knows? They could do something awfully unexpected on the next turn. I could never ever predict. I think that just hangs a bishop. I mean, they're looking, if I take this bishop, they're looking to come down. No, they're not, because then I can just, yeah. That just hangs a bishop, I think. And now we're up a decent amount of material. Give a check, just for fun. I don't think that actually does anything hugely important. Yeah. Can we do anything with that? We can force a trade of the queens if we want to. Oh, we can take care of a check. And that's good because we win that pawn. And then that's just tactics. Can we force a trade here? We could sack the knight. And pawn takes. No, I think what I want to do here is just protect the knight. I don't know if I can do that. Oh, we have a fork here. That's good. That's good. I was just looking for checks, really. We can take this with check. And now our opponent is not in a great position. I don't know. They could probably find a way to maneuver themselves out of this. That would be very difficult. Who knows? I'm not the greatest chess player in the world, so... It's going for that kind of idea. They take here, I'll just take back, and then that opens up the rook. So I think we'll just continue with this idea of pawn takes, opening up position. Oh, they were trying to force... We'll sack the bishop. We'll sack the bishop. Because now we just have a pawn there, and we can look at something like... No, we can't. We can't do that because the knight will take, right? We can push this pawn forward. We can bring out the rook, this semi-open file. We have loads of little ideas that we can look at. Doing, you know, we can bring this rook somewhere. I don't know where the best place that for it would be, but yeah, worth a thought. I'll put this here because it's protected, and it's not just kind of hanging on this d7 square. I don't know what their plan is with this knight. I don't think that... Oh, they're targeting this pawn. We'll just bring that forward. Then we'll bring out the rook. Do this. I can bring the knight there, but then I can just take back queen. Take back with the pawn. I think I can just take, to be honest. I'm not that bothered about winning this by a mile. If it takes, I take back. Takes, I take back. Yeah, I'm not worried. I'm not worried. Nothing to be fearing in this position, despite how scary it may look. With a lot of pieces in my face, I think we can take there. There may be ideas of bringing up the rook. That technically hangs the pawn, but if they take, we can take that knight back. If they take, we're just gonna lose the knight. And they'll win a pawn, but obviously it's not really enough to have any kind of winning advantage. Again, they're not really doing anything with this. They're kind of looking... kind of squaring up to do it. Like, looking or threatening and whatever, but It's not really an idea that they have. Because that's just not going to win, unfortunately. So let's see. Let's see what they do. I have no idea what this accomplishes. So I'm going to look at this. Let's see. They can't pass, so they can't attack the snipe. I'm going to keep giving checks. I'm going to bring my other rook in here. Okay, well if they're looking to repeat moves, then I'll just... Oh, I see. Because if I move this rook, then they bring the knight down with check. That forces me out. And then when they take here, they probably have some sort of clever ideas with that. Lovely. And then we can look at promotion. Yeah, I think so. I think we're all good to promote. Hopefully that's something. Yeah, I thought so. And that's checkmate. Lovely, lovely. First win on stream. That's lovely. We're looking at a 646 rating. That's higher than I was on my other account, so we seem to be doing pretty well. Let's hop straight into another game. I'm not going to yap about different openings and stuff because I was going to do that last game and then we didn't end up doing the opening I was describing. So I'm going to do this. Prevent this knight from coming down here. On the side it says this is the Italian game anti-fried liver defense, and that's because we've prevented them from coming down and giving this fort. Because when they do that, that is called the fried liver, I believe. We'll do that because that's just an even trade. What do I want to do with this? If I bring out queen, I'm just going to bring out this because obviously if takes. This comes down, and what can I do? That is a great question. Do I have a counterattack? No, I don't. Okay. Maybe that was just a bad idea. If it comes down, I can take, and then if it takes, I can take back. Although that's not my favorite way to deal with that, because it means we won't be able to castle, fortunately. If they castle, and I'll bring out. I'm going to do that, I think. Because then if they come down, then I can take back, they take, I take. And also, we're preventing this idea of mates. Just before anything happens there. Takes. We have an isolated. Oh no. Takes. And then we don't have to worry about isolated pawns or anything. That's annoying, but you know, it could be worse. They take that down. Oh, that's annoying. What could I have done to fix that? I don't really know. Well, that's unfortunate, but they do happen to win the rook. So we'll work on fixing this game. Now we've kind of trapped the knights in there because these are the only 2 squares they can go to, but whatever they do, those squares are not safe. I mean, even if we didn't bring this bishop up, the pawn will be looking there and the king. So I would eventually like to get the bishop to this square or this square, so it's covering both, and we don't have to worry about what these pawns are doing or this bishop. Is there any point in trying to do some castling stuff? There's not really. I don't want to. This pawn is hanging currently, so we could let the knight go. We could do that. But I don't really like that. We'll do that because then the best case scenario. They take here, we'll trade. They go here, obviously we can take back. But now we can come back and defend this pawn. We bring our knights up there. We can do some manual castling. Where we put our king in that much safer space. This rook comes down. Oh, then we just have this. Rook comes down there. We've got that covered. The king covers this square. This square is not covered, so right. They've done that. I mean, I can still cover all these squares. But now we have doubled pawns, which is quite a significant weakness. So we're going to bring our knights up. Push that up, maybe. And bring our rook out. We want to avoid any kind of trades. Because they're up 5 points of material. And generally, when your opponent is up material, you don't want to trade because that just makes it easier for them to win. On God, we are chessing it for real. This is true. This is true. Can we take back? Yes, we can because, yeah, we've got a knight there. And then we're defending this, actually, which is quite good. But our king is kind of stuck defending that, so that's slightly irritating, slightly, yeah. Let's see what our opponent decides to do here. Worst case, we can kind of push this pawn up and do a rook lift. And then target weak pawns like these. I think that's not the worst idea. Do we? I think I'm just going to defend the pawn like this, so we don't have to worry about this knight so much anymore. I'm going to do that. Bring the knight over here maybe, because then we can attack the bishop and control these decent squares. They're not the best, but... I'm gonna do that. This rook's scary. Right, what? I don't really know what they're looking for with that move. They've kind of, whatever this rook does now, just not in a great space. I can just take that. That's completely free. And if they start taking pawns, I can take their pawns. We're gonna do that and hide behind the rook. Because... Alright. Well, I'll do that. King down. If they bring the rook down, can take, and I can take back. They bring a rook down, I can just take that. It's as simple as that. They start trying to bring 2 rooks down. That's a bit harder to deal with. But, you know, I've seen it before, so hopefully it shouldn't be too difficult. Let's do that. So we can start looking at maybe tucking this king away behind these pawns here. Whether that means going the long way or the shorter way. I think that's just free. If they're about to win that rook, I'm going to be quite upset, but... Okay. Yeah, that was a checkmate. I didn't even see because... Yeah. These back rank mates normally happen when all these squares are occupied by pawns. But because I saw these squares aren't occupied, I just figured, you know, I'm safe no matter what happens. I can just move up, worst case scenario. But what I didn't account for is they already had a rook there. So that was just checkmate, regardless. Yeah, well, that was a good game. It was a good game. Much to be learnt from it, I'm sure. I'm not going to do game reviews and stuff on stream because you can only do 1 a day unless you buy premium, which I haven't done. Yeah, we'll move on to the next game. Who knows? Maybe this will be the last game. I'm not sure yet. It depends if I do horribly or not. I always hate this opening because it means I have to double these pawns up and stuff. Oh, I can't do that. Go do it. They take, you just go for the trade, then they can't push that pawn ever because I'll just take that back. We now have 2 like semi-center pawns, which is good. Looking to get something done, whatever that is. Cover up the king and look at doing this. Maybe we could bring out knight here. Let's do that first, and then I'll push this pawn. They take, I take back. Yeah, okay. I can deal with that. We're going to look for this trade, because they have quite a powerful bishop here. We kind of want to get this bishop out of this powerful spot where they control these kind of squares. Because if we can get this bishop off the board, then we can start to look at taking this rook. I think they have to move this. No, whatever they do. Okay, so they have to find a way here to stop me from... Yeah. Well, they've done that. As I was saying, they have to find a way to stop me from playing knight to c2, because that would be a fork of the king and the rook, and they've done that by bringing the knight out to the side. Knights on the side are normally quite a bad decision positionally, but obviously here it's necessary to get rid of the threat of the fork. They're probably going to get an isolated pawn here. You know, not a huge concern. We can play with isolated pawns. I think if I start to do this, then I am looking at quite a good few key squares. So maybe that might be an idea. Unfortunately, I don't really want to move this bishop unless... we'll take out that bishop because we wanted that gone from the beginning. Here's the question. Do we... Yeah, I think we take with that. We've opened up our king, which is scary, but, you know, worst case scenario, we can take back our bishop. And we were going to move the bishop anyway because we wanted to target this rook here. I'm going to do that. Because the problem is now we want to bring the bishop away and also stop this from happening. I don't know if we can do that because of this pawn. See, if they take they can't take with this because it's pinned. And when they take with this knight, it's going to allow us to bring our knight out and prevent them from getting this fork or attacking this rook here. So we're losing. Okay. We're essentially losing 3 points of material, but we're saving 5 because we're saving the rook. So that was the idea in that move. We're going to bring that... I assume they're going to take. If they don't take, we're going to save this, and then we're going to bring our pawn up. And we're going to bring this bishop out. Target this rook, maybe? That could be something. Okay, well they've... Okay, I see what they've done now. Well, we'll win a knight back. At least we'll have that compensation. And we now have a very active rook and a very active bishop as well. So that's, you know, silver lining. We want to do that so we can bring that. I mean, once again, our opponent's up 5 points of material. I don't really know how you learn to do this kind of stuff. It's probably because I try so many different openings all the time, which may not be a great idea. I don't know. Alright, well, this is good because we have now got this diagonal. We can do that, maybe. Threaten this both ways. Double attack the knight. And then it looks like we're winning some kind of material. This rook is looking down here, pressuring this pawn, but it seems to be fine. Right. This is a real problem. They've taken the rook off of this file completely, so this bishop's threat is kind of pointless. I mean, now we're in a good position because if they move the knight, then we can just take. If they move the knight here, and we bring the king up, they take, I take, and that's just an even trade. Yeah, there we go. That's the even trade that we're looking for. We win a pawn, but it's not a significant win, unfortunately. We're going to look at pushing this knight away. I'm not sure how successful we're going to be, but it's a thing we can try. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna bring the king up as intended, and then we'll take if we can. Oh, what are they doing? Well, I'm gonna bring this pawn up and threaten this knight. If they check, I think I can just take back. That does drop this pawn, but then what the hell? No, I'm still. There's so much stuff going on right now. If they take here and then I take back, then they have a skewer. So, what we're gonna do? We're gonna do this not quite a fork because they can take here and protect this pawn, but at least we can take this pawn here now, and not have to worry about it. Unfortunately, it looks like we're going to be stuck with some kind of a draw, because unless I can find a way to get this pawn to promote, yeah, I'm not going to be able to win because a bishop is not enough to win a game. So let's look at this. If they take, I'm cooked. You know, I can get their rook, but it's what use is it? Yeah, it's not a lot of help. They're going to take this here, I think, and then yeah, it's not enough for a win. It looks like it's going to be some kind of a. It's going to be a draw. No, not a draw. Sorry, I'm going to get checkmated because I don't think there's any way to prevent this from being a losing game, unless obviously they do something really wrong. I'm going to bring the king down, and I'm going to check the king. It's probably not going to achieve anything at all. Who knows? Who knows? Now we can't even check the king. Can't even check the king. So it looks like the game is somewhat over. Threaten the rook. Again, not that it does anything. We might be able to achieve a draw here. I don't think I've ever. If they offer some kind of repetition, because they can't bring their king down. They kind of can. I don't know. This opponent's going to be stubborn. I think. Okay, well I just didn't have to do that. But you know what? They deserve it. Oh dear. It must be the live stream nerves. That's a complete excuse. But whatever. Play some moves. Hopefully we can win on time. Okay. They're about to achieve some kind of ladders, mate, if they can. Yeah. Cool. Good game. Good game. Yeah, not much I can do about that. I'm just going to switch scene real quick while I check my challenges. Because I believe I have some friends who are also playing right now. And they did in fact say they might want to game. It seems to be that their challenges haven't come through if they've sent any challenges. Okay. Well, we're just gonna go back. We're just gonna play another game then. In that case. Yeah, we'll play another game online. And this will probably be the last game unless I get a challenge from a friend. In which case I'll always accept. Hopefully this game I get to play. Oh, that was a complete slip. I meant to put my pawn there. You know what? We will find a way to work with it. We're gonna fianchetto. Looking at this rook as usual. Maybe we'll plant this knight here. Yeah. We're gonna look at that. Then if they go for the trade, we can just take back with the tempo on this knight. And maybe we push this pawn here. Castle, and we still have this pawn for protection. We're very weak on the white squares, but we also have our light squared bishop. So that acts as some kind of consolation, because if we protect on the blue squares with all these pawns, then we don't really have to worry about getting dangerously attacked. We can kick this bishop away. And hopefully this will all just work out. Oh dear. Alright. Alright. Well, if we have a bishop and a knight for a queen, 9 pieces versus 6. Oh, Robert is calling. So we'll... Oh. Hello, Robert.
Hi, Sam.
Hello.
Are you streaming right now?
I am currently streaming. Yes.
Ah.
I just blundered my queen.
I must have called at the perfect time then.
Why is that?
Presumably I made you lose focus and lose your queen. Because that wouldn't happen normally, right?
Yeah, no, I would never normally. No, I would. There's evidence on the channel of that. There's no point in lying about it, Robert. Although I appreciate the attempt to defend my chess skills.
Sure, no one's looking through the YouTube trying to find evidence against you.
Well, you know, We have a lot of fans, okay? Some of them, very deeply obsessed. Making
relationships.
they're making hundreds of accounts just to keep typing in the chat every stream. Um,
Yeah.
I
didn't even think about
Didn't even think about what, sorry.
that.
Yeah. Yep, there is indeed a chat. As there has been on every other stream. Oh, and they hung their rook. That's why we set that up. That's why they call me Chess Cheney.
Nice.
Yeah, we set up that nice fianchetto in the beginning. Also, we could reap the rewards later on. Do that.
That's very wise.
Indeed, I am simply a wise person, Robert. You know this of me. Ah, they point their bishop at my rook. They expect I will make the same mistake that they did, but little do they know, I learn from my mistakes. If we ignore the fact that I've blundered a queen twice in this live stream.
I just found an old game of mine.
Oh yeah.
It's from when my rating was higher, which ironically means I was worse. Because for some reason I put in expert, and then my elo just went down for ages. And it got to the point where I was like intentionally throwing elo just to reduce it. But yeah, I obviously I wouldn't do that now. I think my elo's a bit too low now, maybe. But yeah, this game I can see why I was low rated. It's so weird because I sacrifice the bishop, right, to get it so that my queen has forked his king and his rook, right?
Yeah.
And then he blocks it with the bishop, so I should take the rook, but instead I just move back one square for no reason and sacrifice my queen.
No.
What is this?
Oh dear. Move? Oh dear.
That is horrific. What is that? Okay, I'm actually going to send you a photo now of that screenshot. I don't know if you can put it on the stream. You probably can't.
I don't think I will be able to know. But oh dear, you absolutely could have taken the rook and then gone for a queen trade, which would have been absolutely beneficial to you. That's difficult. What you've done there. I have no idea how to explain why you would have possibly done such a silly thing, Robert.
To be fair, it was ages ago.
Yeah, no, fair enough. At that time I probably didn't know how to move the pieces, so I can't really.
Yeah, this was in 2023, apparently.
Yeah, I wouldn't have known how to move the pieces back then.
Are you playing a 10-minute game?
Yeah, I'm playing a 10-minute game. I will let you know when this is done.
Cool.
This game's at a bit of a standstill.
Bit of a stalemate, as some might say.
Oh, that's good. That's good. And I just blundered my rook. I will just die. That's good. No, I'm glad I labeled this as a test live stream because, hopefully that means that nobody will watch it. There's truly some awful chess going on today.
Oh, Soren left one comment on the video.
This is true. I can verify this.
And then left.
Yep. No, well, we've got 2 viewers at the moment. Oh, I just got checkmated. I didn't even know there was a checkmate on the board. How have they done that?
One of them It was me.
Oh, one of the viewers is you, right? That makes sense. Yeah. Oh, I see how they've done that. Ugh, there's a rough checkmate there. But oh, I've got a challenge from a person called Gates of Harmony. Who's that? Who's that?
That's not me.
That's not you. That's not you. Okay, well, I will accept challenge simply because I said that I would accept challenges from viewers. Their rating is 250, so yeah, hopefully this shouldn't take too long. That's an aggressive move. That's not really going to work. Take that if they'd like.
I'm watching the live video at the same time now.
The live video? Were you not already watching the live video?
No, I wasn't.
Right, well now they can take there, but that doesn't do anything because I've just won that. Take there, I just do that. Right, well that's lovely. Whoever I'm playing against, but you know, I'm winning significantly, so maybe get good. That's a little joke. That's a little joke. I love all of my viewers. My viewers are wonderful, unless this is Soren. In which case, I will not comment. It's just we joke a little bit on the Talkology podcast. We joke a little bit.
Okay.
I actually have no idea if this is a viewer. This could 100%.
It's a bit random.
Be some kind of bot or something. Oh, they're going for that idea.
Why would there even be bots on chess.com? What is the goal of that? They're gonna fork you.
No, I know. I did the arrow thing. I just don't know how I want to. I'm just gonna castle that way.
Oh, yeah. I thought that would be the obvious move.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to castle because the square in front of my king is just open. I don't like that.
That's true. They'd have to get a rook out to use that for anything.
Okay.
Unless they do that, I guess.
I think this person may be cheating.
Ooh. Lock in, Soren. Come on.
No, I genuinely think this person may be cheating. Because if they are truly a 250, it's a bit weird that they saw that series of moves would lead to the fork of the rooks, but yeah.
I mean, it's possible, I guess.
Robert, think back to when you were at 250.
No comment.
Yeah, so...
Probably still am on the site. I need to do more chess to raise that, really.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. You can go there, and that's safe, but I don't know, just... I'm trapping their bishop. I'm working on it. Okay. So I'll just take that trade then. I take there, I can take back. La-di-da-di-da. All seems to be...
Oh, their rook's open.
Oh, okay, so they sacrifice the rook. If they win this game, they are 100% cheating. Because there's no way in hell a 250 would find a sacrifice.
Well, no, they don't need to find a sacrifice. They would just sacrifice it for no reason. They'll just block to the rook, right?
Robert, you're awfully defensive of this person. Is this perhaps
No, I mean,
you? Is this perhaps you? You know, cheating on a separate account
no,
so
it's
you
not
don't
me.
get
What?
banned?
No, no. I'm just saying that I don't think that was a sacrifice because it didn't achieve it. I think they just threw the rook.
Well, you don't know that it didn't achieve anything. It might have achieved something.
Thanks, William. Bye. What are you doing at lunch? Apparently.
I'll get this free porn.
Oh, we have a third viewer. Maybe it is.
No way.
How many subs? Why do you care? 129. Nice. It's been that way for a while, I think. But I thought it was 100 last time. No, it wasn't. It was like 129. We need to read the algorithm, like Mr. Beast. No, we just haven't been making as many videos. But
This is true. We should make some more videos. I mean, I'll be able to make plenty of videos now that I've figured out. Like I can use OBS now on my Steam Deck.
oh, nice. That's good.
Which means that I'll be able to. I mean, right now I'm playing chess on the Steam Deck, which is a little bit of a weird choice. But like I don't really have like a good laptop. So this is the only way I can do it without the mobile app. The mobile app's all right, but I don't love it because you can't like draw arrows and stuff. I don't really know what's going on with this game. I might have to game review it, to see at what level my opponent's playing at.
It's a tense game.
It's quite tense, yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
I think maybe you should offer a rook trade because then all they've got is like pawns, and you would have a knight. But then I don't know if they'd accept it.
Yeah, I might sacrifice a knight here because I don't really.
Sorry, my view of it sucks. I'm watching the stream, so
Yeah.
I think maybe I can open it on the app actually.
Yes, you absolutely could do that. Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, they didn't take back. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is a bot. Or maybe it's I don't know, I don't. The weird thing is the username.
My friends, I couldn't hear.
The username seems familiar to me.
Gates of Harmony.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Maybe it's part of the law. Well, they forked your knights.
They have done that. They have. But that's fine because they let me keep the knight for free earlier. So they don't take this knight, whatever. Oh, that's defending that. That's defending that. That's defending that. Got loads of different defense going on. I tried to accept your request, by the way. It said it failed to accept, so I'll try that again in a minute.
Oh, well, you've just failed to be my friend then, Sam. That's a shame.
No!
Where's the rook? Why didn't you take their rook?
Take their rook?
Yeah. Oh, maybe they could have promoted, actually, if you'd taken their rook. I didn't think of that.
I don't really know what you're talking about, so...
What do you mean? Put the rook on, like, h5 and you could have taken it.
Well, we win that with a skewer. So we got the rook anyway. Remove that checkmate. Ladder's Mate, invented by John Ladder. Lovely.
GG.
Lovely. Do I want to take a look at game review? I can't be bothered, actually. I'm going to switch the slide so the viewers can't see my accounts and stuff. I've accepted your friend request now, I believe.
Yeah, I think so too.
Right. Would you like to? Oh, I know who that person is now. It's an old friend of mine. They watch the Twitch streams every now and then. Like when I play Minecraft. Yeah. So I know who it is now. Fair enough. Well, good game. You saw a couple of things which were weird. I low-key thought you were cheating. So yeah, good game. Good game. I wouldn't be a very good chess content creator if I didn't accuse everyone I play of cheating. Now would I? So Robert, if you want to send in a game request, then we'll do one more game, and then I think I'll end the stream there.
Okay. What time?
It's your choice. We can do 10-minute or because I've been doing 10-minute. But also if you want to do 5+2 or whatever.
Oh,
whatever you've been playing recently, just do that.
We'll do 10 minutes.
All right then. Now I must warn you, I've been looking at billions of different new openings. Or not new openings, they're new to me. Of course.
Okay.
Like I finally started to be in Keto because that's something I never understood the point of, but now I do it a lot more. I'm going for a very closed position, I see. I can't draw arrows, just in case Robert's watching the stream. You never know. Could be doing some chicanery.
Oh yeah, and then I can cheat by seeing your pieces. What do you do then? Right, okay.
I have been practicing, Robert.
I can see that.
Lot of dependers on this pawn. I'll just take that. Up material.
Why did I think my queen was defending that? It's clearly not.
I don't know. I don't know. Um. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm the flipping goat. I'm the flipping goat.
Do you want one more game?
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Are you gonna offer a rematch or should I? Oh, you've done it. Cool. Lovely. Lovely. Just had to show off all of my expertise from my recent experience. I've been playing too much chess lately. It's like really, it's a sickness. Ah, he's gone very symmetrical. Very symmetrical. That's scary.
I'm actually playing a proper opening for once. I can't. Normally, I forget half the steps and mess it up. But this time, I think I've actually got it right.
Yeah, very possibly.
I'm playing the perk defense for once.
Well,
So that's
you very well may be. I don't know. You know, on the Steam Deck, it's telling me it's called the King's Fianchetto Opening, the metrical version. Whatever the heck that means. Oh, Rob has got some tactics as well. This guy knows what he's doing.
he does. As it would seem.
Mm-hmm. I think I've got myself out of a pickle then.
Right.
That's all right. I've done the same thing, you know, several times. Today. Huh?
Why do the knights have to move like that? It's weird.
Um, I, you know, you should maybe ask John Chest.
Maybe.
I don't personally know. Oh my god, I'm actually goated today. This is genuinely, these games with you have been some of the best games I've ever played. And it's mad. You must be so upset. You're like, oh, Sam's never this good. Why does he have to be this good?
Yeah, it's annoying. I'm better than usual today.
No, I get the feeling. Like I understand it. I felt that way, when playing chess with you before. Oh, that was a little pre-move accident there, but could have been worse. Could have been much worse. As usual, as soon as Robert joins, the commentary goes awful. All the commentary disappears as soon as we're playing against each other. It's too important. Yeah. The game gets too tense because we care too much about beating each other. We're just too competitive.
GG. Why? Oh, yours is blue. That's funny.
Mine is blue. Oh, my chessboard. Yeah. I customized it. It's fun.
Together we make the Nintendo Switch.
Oh, is yours red? Is it? Well, it's been a lovely stream. It's been a lovely stream. I'm very glad that I won. And viewers, we'll see you soon. Yeah, I'm gonna do like 7 different chess videos and upload them all to my own personal channel, not Talkology. So check out Checkmate Cheney, or Checkmate Chicanery. Yeah, I'm gonna upload 7 videos, one for every day of the week next week. Just because I missed a couple, so I thought I'll do that, catch up, and then maybe for the rest of the summer, I won't upload. And hopefully it should add up to the 52 videos I intend to do. By the end of the year. But yeah, so yeah, it was great playing a bit of chess, catching up with, speaking with Robert. Yeah. I hope the viewers enjoyed Sam Cheney's first ever solo chess stream. That wasn't really solo because Robert was here. Yeah. Anyway, good stream. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you later. Bye.